Got it. Screen share.
We just went live. You know that, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I'm scared.
Is that supposed to be playing?
Is it playing?
It's not playing, sir.
Hey man, probably because this beautiful, handsome face is not on the screen. There we go, baby. Now we go let them see the for real deal Holyfield, baby.
The for real deal.
There it is. There it is. Hey, this is we're gonna kick it off with our regular intro.
I don't mean to be sweating you. All I want to do is just talk to you. I don't mean to be sweating you. All I want to do is just talk to you. I don't mean to be sweating you. All I want to do is just talk to you. I don't mean to be sweating you. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk.
Man, welcome everybody to another episode of Just Talking to You. I'm your man, Big Smooth, aka the People's Champ, and I am not here alone. I am here with the crew, the infamous, world-renowned, world-famous crew. Say what's up to our listeners, y'all.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, man, we're gonna swing it on over from my right to my left. Shay Boogie,
What's up? What's up? Hey, everybody. It's your girl, Shay. And I'm just chilling today. That's right. That's right.
Okay. You better take that feedback off.
I did.
Hey,
Tried
man,
to catch it.
we was having that problem with West 10 this morning on Anonymous, man. But hey, what's up with you? Shay Boogie. Hey,
All
man,
right.
we're gonna swing it on over to my man, the man himself. Words of wisdom. Introduce yourself and get some of that hot fire today, brother.
Hey, my name is the Words of Wisdom, and I just wanted to point out a fact on my introduction. I was watching the Star Wars series over the last 2 days. Ben's watching. Did you know the whole war was about a father chasing his kids, and he started a whole war in the galaxy?
Wow.
Trip off that. Luke and the princess was Darth Vader's daughter, son and daughter.
Yep.
That's crazy.
Obi-Wan Kenobi was the side dude that took old girl and never told the kids the truth.
That's deep, ain't it?
Hey, and get this, Darth Vader was a black man. Ain't that crazy?
Vader was a brother, huh?
Vader was a brother. Now,
Well, his voice was.
That's how far we'll go over our kids. We'll start a whole war and tear up the whole galaxy.
But was he a brother? His voice was a brother, but his face was not a brother.
Well, what color was his suit?
It was black.
All right.
So that's what we're going off of?
That's
his
what
suit.
I'm going off.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's what we doing today.
Hey, and you know what really tripped me out is when they got to the final series, right? Luke was a ghost talking to the girl. When the girl had to go to the dark side, you know what Luke said? I was supposed to go to the dark side too, meaning he wanted to go with his daddy. But guess what? Since everybody lied to him, he went and lived on an island by himself.
Damn.
So be careful. The moral of the story is be careful with the stories that you tell your children because they could run off and you never seen them.
Hey, man. That's deep, man. Hey, words. Hey, you always kick that hot fire off for us, words.
Man.
You always kick that hot fire, word.
I'll say everybody go back and watch them all now.
Now you can like, now you can get everybody to go Star Wars binge watching, brother.
Man, what it is. But
that's what's up.
Everything is good.
That's what's up, man. We got a girl. Dre Day just slid into the piece. Dre Day.
Ooh, y'all, what he do?
What's up, Dre? Introduce yourself.
Hey, what's going on, world? It's your girl Dre Day, and having a rough day. It's not rough. I'm just busy.
Just busy.
Yes.
Give me a second, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all chop it up. But give me 1 second.
What's been going on, Dre? Why was your day kind of rough?
Just
busy.
Just busy trying to study, trying to do laundry. Just a lot of stuff.
Don't remind me, I ain't even started my laundry yet.
Same. I got mine is overflowing right now.
Mine was too.
Tis life.
I would turn my camera on, but I'm folding laundry.
So you multitasking. Gotcha.
Multitasking.
Anybody want a job being a maid, holler at me.
What?
Anybody want a job being a maid, holler at me.
Not a maid. Okay, sir.
Work for me, be my maid.
Right.
Man.
It'd be nice, have somebody handle all the daily stuff that you don't want to do. Ooh, just laundry alone would be such a relief for me, but I digress.
If I could get somebody in here just to straighten up a little every day.
It don't even have to be every day. It could be like 1 day a week.
Right.
And deep clean once a month.
Right.
I would be good with that.
Right. That's what it is. Every day I walk through her and have to do my chores, I'd be like, I need to hire a maid.
Okay.
You ain't even got to wear the little sexy dress. You as you are. I tell us, I ain't even trying to look at you. Just clean it up and wash my clothes for me.
Right. And the sad part is I got children, and sometimes they be, they say, you got kids, you got it. Now, sometimes you got to go behind them and be like, dang.
Right.
Could you do this again? It's not right. Get tired. You just get tired.
Right.
So, but they pretty good. I'll keep them. So, I don't know, not to change the subject. I don't know if y'all have seen on Netflix, All of Us Are Dead.
No.
I haven't
seen that.
I hadn't seen it yet. What's that about?
Oh my good, Asian TV is off the chain, okay? So it's like a Z War. Is that the name of that movie with Bad Pitt when the world went to started turning into zombies? It's kind of along the lines of that, but it takes place in a private school. And the father invented it specifically to get back at the kids. But it's crazy. But I don't think he even knew how powerful this virus was that he created. So it just kind of blows up from there. And it's so many ups and downs and twists and turns.
Wow.
I felt sorry for them poor kids. I was like, these kids ain't gonna make it. So it was really good. It was 12 episodes and it was really good. I enjoyed it.
Next week I got off time. I'm gonna have to replay these shows to find out what movies I need to be watching. Because you see, I just watched. I had a few days off and I watched Star Wars.
Right. Yeah. Now, did you watch any of the new Boba Fett?
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one where the last one in that is when Luke said he was supposed to go to the dark side. Because the girl had went to the island that Luke was on to hide out and blew the ship up. She blew up the Millennium Falcon. And Luke told her, "Don't run, go see your people." He said, "That's why I made my mistake."
Dude, spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Because I ain't watched Boba Fett yet.
Oh.
But I don't think that's the new Boba Fett. I think that's the old Star Wars still, because the new Boba Fett doesn't have any mentions of Luke in it unless it's this episode. I haven't seen the latest episode yet.
You know what? You're right. They mentioned that name in there. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Right. So no spoilers because that's the old Star Wars.
Okay.
Yeah, we're going into Boba Fett is on Disney Plus, but it's really interesting. And they rude. They just be doing what they want to. Hey, we don't care. Just walking in to see this man. We don't care. So, but I like that one too. And I don't know if y'all know, Spectrum is allowing y'all. If y'all got Spectrum, you can get Peacock free for a year. Just a heads up. And I think it's Peacock Plus.
Okay.
So if you got Spectrum, I'm gonna give them a call myself because it's a couple of shows on there I want to see. Look, streaming is just making it too hard. Got all these shows. And, huh?
Making it to where you don't want to leave the house.
It sure does. Cause I only go to the movies for Marvels. Haven't been to a movie in a while. Last one we saw was Spider-Man. But yeah, it's a Marvel movie. So that was good though. I enjoyed that.
Which Spider-Man was that?
Huh?
Which Spider-Man was that?
Spider-Man No Way Home.
See, I haven't seen that. Is it good?
It's really good.
Oh, good. It's excellent. That was the best Spider-Man movie to me out of the franchise.
Okay.
I enjoyed this one. This is my favorite. And past the cartoon one.
Okay.
So I enjoyed this Spider-Man. It is definitely worth the trip to the theater.
I didn't like the cartoon myself.
You did or you didn't?
I did not.
You did? Why you didn't like the cartoon one?
I guess because of the way I picture Spider-Man. I don't want, or I ain't gonna say the way I picture Spider-Man. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into it. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
I couldn't get into the plot, all of that, because of it being a cartoon.
Right. That's fair.
So my cartoons, I like Bugs Bunny. Anything other than Looney Tunes, if it's a cartoon, you just about to keep it.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, couldn't you consider it like another part of the multiverse? Just a different version of the multiverse. But, again, it may not help you get into it, but I digress.
I got a real short attention span. If it don't get me in the first about 10 minutes, I'll be out on it, like real quick.
Right? So have y'all been hearing the stories about the Uber Eats issues that's going on with the deliveries?
About the tips?
Well, that's one part. But here's another part that's kind of interesting to me. One of the drivers accidentally delivered a meal to the wrong door. And instead of him saying, no, you got the wrong door, he takes the food. So she goes back to get it, and he wouldn't give it to her.
I don't understand why she would have expected to get. I wouldn't have expected to get it back. I'd have probably just had to take that L and go through somebody's drive-through and get that order again and deliver it.
Right, because it's dangerous even to go back and knock on the door and say, hey, give me this food back.
Right. And then, like you saying he refused to give it back, like he probably done already went through the bag.
He didn't ate that food, okay?
He didn't pillage through the bag and he done destroyed that food, man.
Right.
Don't care what it was. he ate that food. So he lied about it, saying, you didn't drop it off. So then she started recording him, and he was like, he was still kind of denying it, but she was like, I need either the money or the food.
He said, I'm not giving you nothing. I ain't got it.
Yeah. Basically, all she had to do was call and say that she delivered it, or she didn't get it or something through customer service.
Man, but you know what? The same incident happened to my man Snoop though. Snoop had a delivery, Uber Eats delivery, and the driver came to the place, was waiting at the gate, and it was beyond the 8 minutes the driver was supposed to wait, so the driver pulled off. And Snoop was really adamant about this Uber Eats driver, and I'm gonna let everybody see in 1 second. I'm gonna share with you guys what it is with Snoop and the Uber Eats driver. Man, he Snoop then got deep, man. He didn't call the guy out and
But how long is he supposed to wait for Snoop? Like, where were you at, dude? Like, you waiting on your food. Why he waiting outside? You at home? I don't.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just say leave it at the gate? That's what I always tell you.
And see, the thing is, the Uber Eats driver was wanting to know where he should put the food at and everything. But here's the clip of it right here, man. Here's a clip of Snoop and the Uber Eats driver, man.
Excuse me.
Bless you. Y'all. It's that laundry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, here it is. Y'all hear the screen?
Uber Eats didn't bring my fucking food. Talking about he arrived. This is not a safe place. You punk motherfucker. Where my food at, nigga? You got all my goddamn money, punk.
You on a real video set, huh?
What's up, kid? You know your boy Bop in the building. What's up, my low, man? What's up, cuz? What's up, bro?
I'm all good. What's up with you?
So is this a video shoot where Snoop is at?
Yeah, it was one of the video shoots, and let me show you the other one though that we had. When it's showing Snoop and him upset at the Uber Eats driver. It's just going through while him.
This powerful $99 drone is now available in the U.S.
Yeah.
This is an extremely high-tech $5,000 drone.
Yo, what's going on? It's Mr. Fab representing Oakland, California, the Bay Area. You already know when I'm in the A. You watching All Urban Central. Tap in, tune in right now. You hear me?
Motherfucker from East didn't bring my fucking food. Talking about he arrived. This is not a safe place. Punk. Where my food at? You got all my goddamn money, punk. Motherfucker from Uber Eats didn't bring my food. Talking about he arrived. This is not a safe place. Punk. Where my food at? You got all my goddamn money, punk.
So, what y'all think about that, man?
I mean, depending on where he is and all them people out there standing around, that could make you feel a little uncomfortable, especially if you're sitting there driving and you're not used to being in that environment. So maybe he did feel uncomfortable.
Man.
That, and they do tell you, once we get to wherever place you are to deliver your food, you have X amount of time to show up.
Yeah.
8 minutes.
And so if you're not there in that time frame, you cutting into their profits because they could be on their way to someplace else to go pick up another order or something like that. So, I mean,
how long was he supposed to wait?
Right. So if it was after that 8-minute mark,
yeah,
he was well within his rights to go on ahead and leave.
Sure enough.
Just cancel the order.
And the guy said, man, we could have been he said one Uber driver who commented to that, he wasn't the Uber driver that was in question, but another Uber driver said, hey, what if we surging and everything? Surging is more money for us. When it surges, it's more money for us out there. So we can't just be sitting around waiting for you to come, and we waited beyond the 8 minutes and everything.
If he sent the text saying, I've arrived, there's plenty of foot soldiers that should have been able to go outside and get Snoop's food. So I don't understand, or been already outside waiting on it. If you knew it was coming.
Or even all of that, they have a map on there. Will show you exactly where your food
That part sure will soon as they pick it up.
You know when they pull it up. He could have been at the gate. He gets no passes from me. He could have been at the gate to pick that food up.
Hey man, if Snoop pay a guy $50,000 a year to roll blunts for him, he should have somebody going out to the gate getting the food. And he admitted he has a guy that rolls blunts for him, and he pays him $50,000 a year.
I need to get on that job.
Okay. Let me work on my dexterity. Hold on.
I don't know how to roll a blunt, but
I don't either.
I'm a fast learner.
$50,000, I'm gonna learn quick. Okay.
$50,000 a year just to roll blunts for him. Hey man, we
his
had
foot soldiers should get $40,000 to walk to the gate and get his food then.
Oh man, the blunt roller, hey, that's part of your job description for the blunt roller. We ain't finna give out no extra money. You can go and walk on down there.
Exactly.
Make sure you do what you got to do and everything, man.
True that. My bad. I was trying to pass out positions. We only need one. You're right.
You're trying to pass that man money out and stuff, man.
He got it.
Hey man, we got a guest that slid in the gig on us. KD. I've been knowing this cat all my life, I think. I've been knowing him all my life, man. So he decided to slide in the gig and everything because I called him the other night when we had our little conversation and everything. But he decided to stop in and pay us a visit, y'all. KD, what's up?
He's muted.
Right.
Hey, what's up, everybody? How you all doing?
Good. How you doing?
Welcome.
I'm super fantastic.
Good.
That's what's up, man. Before we jump off into some more hot stuff, man, we got to do like we always do, man. Y'all know what we do, right? Y'all know we be buttholes on tonight. So y'all know what's finna happen, man. Y'all know what's finna happen, man. Y'all know what we do. It ain't nothing new. We ain't new to it. We true to it. And we finna get it started off with Mr. Chris Story.
Hello?
Chris Story.
What's up?
Hey man, you got the crew from Just Talking to You, man. Calling you, checking on you, making sure you're okay. You okay?
I'm okay. Yep, I'm at my mom's house, babysitting their dog.
You that what, Chris?
At my mother's house, babysitting a dog.
You babysitting the dog?
Yep.
Oh, dang.
That means mind your business.
Hey, you know I ain't finna go there. I'm finna light you up. I said I'm gonna let my boy slide. He over there dog sitting and stuff, man.
All right. My mom just told me, asked me to sit with her for a little while.
Okay. All right, man. We live. Tune in.
I'm trying to get home. I'm here. I'm gonna sit with the dog for a little bit longer.
How much longer you gonna be babysitting the dog?
Nosy.
I've been back and forth between here all day.
Oh, okay.
I just had to come let her outside.
All right then, bro. Go on, do your thing with what's the dog name, man?
Jazzy.
What is it?
Jazzy.
Jazzy. Tell Jazzy the crew from Just Talking to You just said what's up.
Right.
All right,
all right, man.
Yeah, we caught that little blooper.
What you catch?
You was about to say no balls, no glory.
No, you didn't. You didn't hear that. Let me see what name they at.
Loud and proud, sir. Loud and proud.
A call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
Yeah, she knows. She remember from what the other night.
Right.
She just said she is not answering. Okay, let's get Latoya. 443. I'm gonna have to call her from the other phone and do my prank on her and stuff.
Lord, okay.
443. Where the 443 at? There it is. Prank time. Here we go. Here we go. She just said to hell with us, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Now I got to call her from the real phone now.
Look at him.
You is bound and determined.
I wouldn't answer you from no fake number neither.
Shut up. Yes, you would. You wouldn't know who it is.
Lies.
If I called you from a Texarkana number, you wouldn't know who I am.
If the name does not come up on my phone, I do not answer. You better text me and tell me who you are.
Yep.
Well, and that's the thing. Why is it just us? Why are we the only group of people that don't answer numbers that we don't see, that we don't recognize?
Because we are a suspicious people.
Somebody trying
we know what's up.
Somebody trying to get some information.
It's the car warranty people. We don't want to talk to them no way.
Right.
They call 15 times a day for no reason.
Oh yeah, they
My
do.
car.
They do. Hold on.
Hi, yes, you're Toya.
Toya is not answering. We did Chris and Toya. So, all right, man. Hey, speak. Yeah. Why we can't just answer the phone? When somebody call in, why we got to look, make sure they leave a voicemail and then call them back?
Because we do not want to talk to the car warranty people.
Listen, I don't even check my voicemail.
Bam, facts. True.
Could be an ex who don't want to holler at no more. There's a lot of variables that play there.
Mm-hmm.
So an ex, right?
Could be.
Okay.
And don't have to be an ex.
It could be a current, huh?
It could be the car warranty people. It could be the student loan people.
Oh.
It could be the pastor asking me to do something else at church. I'm not answering.
But don't don't it say scam likely on your phone?
Not all the time. Not all the time. And you know, they be calling for different area codes and the number be looking legit. It have a name on it sometimes.
Oh yeah,
and
they'll flick around and call you from your area code you living in.
Yeah. And it's still them.
You like these lousy bastards.
Even some of these bill collectors trying to get hip to the game and put a name on something. Oh, but it's them. We want that money you owe. Nah, go on with it. Go on with it.
I'll be snapping on them when they call and try to play like they know me.
Man,
don't be calling me by my name like you know me. You address me as Mr. Mr.
Man, you was silly, man.
Hey, man, look.
Hey, we was that's funny. Hey, man, we was the other night. We was talking about I know we briefly got into it about if we it started off as a joke with Sleepy Joe Biden. Sleepy Joe is probably one of the funniest people you go run into, man, because it's like he kind of innocent with it, but it's either he's that naive. I don't know what it is, but Sleepy Joe had me laughing, man. But the topic came up about Vice President Kamala Harris. If Sleepy Joe is rude unable to be the president of the United States towards the end of this year because of health conditions, who takes over the seat? We got a lot of people who said that Miss Harris will take over the seat. The thing came about a natural born citizen and things like that. So I know KD chimed in the other day. Everybody chimed in and gave their opinions and everything, man. Words. I'm gonna kick it off with you. What you thinking, Words?
About what?
About if Sleepy Joe, what would you say if Sleepy Joe can't do it no more?
Man, really, with what's in the White House right now, I'll follow neither.
Right.
Because I'm not in agreement with the things they've done in their past and how that's hurt our people. So at this point, I could care less because either way it goes, it's a lose-lose.
Yeah. What about you, Shay Boogie?
Well, I think technically by law, it would fall to the vice president. That's what they're there for. And then past the vice president, there is a chain of command. But I kind of agree with Words. I mean, if not going off past, but if past were, if reputation speaks, then yeah, it would make you a little nervous. But, honestly, with these vice presidents, even the past blonde knucklehead we had, you really don't hear nothing from them. It's like they get into office and everything is just quiet, and they only pull them off the shelf when they have to make a guest appearance, and then they put them right back on shelf when the appearance is over. So I haven't heard nothing that she's done in office at all. Even when Sleepy Joe was in office, you heard his name a bunch. So I'm not hearing anything from her. What is her platform? What is she standing for? What is she signing for bills? What is she doing? So,
man.
But don't get me wrong. I want to see a woman in the White House. I do want to see that.
Too. I do too. And we have it, but what is she doing? What is she working on? I just haven't heard anything. It could be me hiding under a rock, but I haven't heard anything from her. Even with Michelle had all her get up and move and better lunches in the schools. You heard a whole bunch from Michelle. She wasn't even vice president. What is Kamala doing with her time in office?
You kicking it with Cardi B?
What you say she doing, Word?
With Cardi B. She at the latest rap show.
Not kicking it with Cardi.
Twerk videos, baby.
Did you say twerk videos, Word?
Yeah, twerk videos.
No. I hope she ain't twerking with Cardi. What you think, Dre?
She's
all right. I had my mute on.
Okay.
Just by law, of course, like Shay said, she is next in line, and then after that is Speaker of the House. Well, hold on. I think it might be one other person between the Vice President and Speaker of the House. Anyway, so it's not a matter of who would I like to be there, because if it comes down to that, then we'll have another situation like, storming the Capitol. Who you want to be there and who the Constitution say is going to be there is two separate things. If this is going to work the way that it's set up to work. Okay.
Yeah.
And as far as her not being a natural born citizen or whatever, I look at it like this: before anybody is put into a presidential race or selected for a vice president, the thought process is put in place that this person could one day become president. And so that stuff is vetted, or should be vetted, before they ever even get to that stage.
Right.
So if that's in question, then that's on all the people who are not us, who are not the voters who didn't vet her properly. Okay. So then, so if it's a matter of, well, oh, we just now finding out that she wasn't really born in Oakland or whatever, wherever she was supposed to be born, she was really born in Jamaica or India, then that's on somebody else. And then we got people like Ted Cruz, who was born in Canada, but could very well be president.
Yep.
So I listen, one way or the other, they're all puppets. If you ask me, they all puppets. And we can sit up and we can go back and forth about which party is best, who ain't doing what, la la la. They all puppets.
I'm with you on that one.
So I'm gonna ask you guys again, what from a grading standpoint, what grade would you give? But KD, I'm gonna open up the floor for you. What you got to say about this situation?
Well, the whole thing is a complicated issue. And when you get into talking about president, vice president, so on and so forth, you have to understand. Well, let's go back a little earlier. I suggest everybody start to apply this saying done by Brother Taj. Unless you understand global economics and global politics, when you get into commenting about any political issue, economic issue, you sound like a fool unless you understand global economics and global politics.
Okay.
Now
you talking about Taj Tariq Bey, right?
Yes.
Okay.
But anyway, you must understand these items before you even get into discussing any of this. You have to understand the parties that are involved. You have to understand the position that our people play in this whole thing. The people that look like us, which we play a major part in this thing and the way it's set up and what's going on today. We have to, and I don't want to go too deep into it because I don't want people getting glassy eyed and you start losing them. But let's just say that when this whole thing got set up, people that look like us were more involved in the setting up of this thing and actually were the ones that set this thing up into motion than what we've been taught in schools. They have them in books, but not in our modern history books. So with that being said, Sleepy Joe may be the president of the corporation, as is Kamala. They may be president and vice president of the corporation, but you got to remember, this country was set up as a republic, and there were all adjoining treaties associated with this country. We are involved in setting those treaties, this constitution up. And just because it got turned on us doesn't mean that we don't play a major part in it. So with that being said, they may be president, vice president of the corporation, United States, but the corporation has been bankrupt. And there is a republic, United States. And you have to ask yourself the question, who's in charge of the republic? Where does that corporation end and the republic begin? So it's a complicated issue. And I don't want to get anybody's eyes all glassy and stuff, but until you understand all these things, it's when you get around people that are in the know, or some of our secret society brothers and sisters, you kind of sound crazy when we make comments about stuff without even knowing the true facts, because they have not taught us the facts. It's up to us to seek out the facts and seek out the truth. If you ever want to hide something from somebody, you know where you put it at, in a book. So with that being said, I'll turn the floor back over.
Okay, I know I was just talking to you the other night. I did not know, and I don't know if the crew know that we have a fifth branch of the military. I did not know we had a fifth branch of the military.
Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine, Coast Guard.
You're not talking about Space Force, are you?
Yes. Yes, that's the fifth branch of the military. And I was like, wow.
Space Force?
Yes, girl. Y'all missed out of Space Force hoopla?
No.
You have
to. Hey, I told you the war gonna be over. Dude won't want to be a daddy.
What you say, words?
Hey, they took his kids. Darth Vader coming.
It's not Darth Vader coming.
I'm just
joking. You know that Space Force is a very significant thing that we don't even understand why it was set up or why it was put in place. I'll say this much about Space Force. You know, most of our elections and things of that nature are done via electronically transferred. You know, half of the stuff is sent, half of the tallies and everything are sent overseas to Germany, sent back over here. We don't even realize all of that. But anyway, one of the significant things about Space Force is they were monitoring this entire election that just went that went down in 2020. I'm gonna give you all a word to look up and start doing your research on. Look up the word devolution. All right. Very significant.
Can you spell that for me?
Devolution. You know, like evolution, but like devolution.
Okay.
All right. That's a very significant word. And also look up your art of war manuals, because everything that was done and that has been done over the past couple years, we will see exactly what the purpose for Space Force is.
Interesting.
So what you're saying is Space Force, is that a branch of the military that's above the other branches, or where does that branch of the military coincides with the other branches?
Well, from my understanding, that branch of the military is one that monitors, you know, your satellites, electronic communications, things of that nature. You know, because everything does leave, everything is wireless. Everything goes from like your computer up to a satellite and down somewhere else, you know, or sometimes they go from your cell phones up and back down.
So you're saying they're monitoring digital footprints?
Yes. Mm-hmm. They do monitor those things.
Mm-hmm.
Or let's just say that those things are possibly recorded.
Well, and I can see that. I used to laugh about my mama when I was a kid, because she used to tell me that, you know, that there were satellites watching, you know, that they had satellites that were recording, you know, the things that we were doing. She was telling me this when I was like 12. So this is, you know, over 30 years ago that she's telling me this. And I can see them developing a branch of the government because everything is so digitized, you know, now, to monitor that. Not necessarily, I wouldn't have bet on a branch of the military as much as I would have more of a FBI, CIA type agency.
Well, you know, with your FBI and CIA, those are branches of the international bankers. You know, like this thing is so evolved, and you have to realize who's involved before you could even, and the players that are involved in this thing, before you even realize so you could peel this onion back one layer at a time. You know, it works in a hierarchy pyramid, you know, from your council of 13 down to your council of 300 on down the line. You got your, if you don't understand what positions your gray pope, your black pope, and your white pope play in all of this, you know, one of the significant things is us being, a lot of our people being church people, we go and we turn around and say things like, I'm apostolic, I'm Pentecostal, I'm Church of God in Christ, I'm Seventh-day Adventist, on down the line, so on and so forth. But you gotta realize that all churches are subject and under the authority of the Roman Catholic Church. So when you realize that, you begin to, that's one of the ways you peel the layers of the onion back, by understanding who's calling the shots. You know, your Roman Catholic Church has been calling shots here for a long time through your unum sanctum policies. You know, it's just one of those things that you got to realize, if you ever really need a problem solved, if you have a land or jurisdictional dispute, one of the things that they never told us is, if you understand this, you can go see the archbishop of that area and get that problem resolved. But that's a whole nother subject for another, that's for another show.
Hey man, it's deep. It's deep. So what grade, man? What grade everybody go give our current I know we talked about this briefly before, but what grade would y'all give our current administration? What grade? We can start it off with our guest. KD, what grade would you give our current administration?
Well, they're doing their job. They're playing their part in this whole gigantic movie and this script. So, you know, they're just doing their job. They're doing what they're supposed to be doing. I'm going to say a 0.
My grade is not a 0, a F. A, B, C, D, E, F.
Okay, I'll give them a F minus, you know, because
F minus.
Yeah, things are pretty bad right now, but they're again, they're puppets and they are being told what to do. But at the same time, they're puppet masters. The strings have been cut to their puppet masters, so they're kind of twirling in the wind, just coming up with stuff on their own. That's why everything seems so hectic and out of place right now, because the strings have been cut to their puppet masters. And so now it's like they don't really know what to do. The street corner dealers, so to say, their distros are gone. So now the street corner dealers have been asked to been pushed into the distro, so to say, position.
Wow. What about you, Words? What grade?
Well, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not gonna grade on anything that I'm not even paying attention to out the door, because I'm not fond of the people that are in there.
Right.
So you wouldn't get a fair answer out of me.
You get a biased grade. You'll give them a biased grade, huh?
Yeah, because I'm gonna grade them on like my man with the 84 crime bill, and old girl with how many black men got locked up in California on bullshit weed charges. So,
right. What about you, Boogie?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm at kind of like a C- kind of level. I'm not overly enthusiastic, but these times are very kind of unprecedented, so to say. I'm not a big political person, but they kind of had the cards stacked against them in some ways and dealing with all the stuff going on, but I'm not enthusiastic about anything that they've come up with. And again, I still haven't seen nothing from the vice president. So maybe that's just me. So
Dre Day. What you give them, baby?
So I remember us having this conversation sometime last year. And, you know, I at that time really had kind of said we needed to have a wait and see attitude. And to be fair, that wasn't really how I felt. Because because the way I feel about them being two sides of the same coin, and it's never going to be a situation where no one's ever going to be happy.
Right.
Because it's not designed that way. So for me to sit here and try to give a grade on widespread unhappiness, it's a Z minus because it's just, it is what it is.
Right.
She say a Z minus.
And I mean, that's just reality. You know, just from you know, just since I've been an adult and since I have been, I guess, clued into, you know, politics, even at a ground level, you know, not just scratching the surface too deep. You know, of course, I listen to, you know, all the other, you know, deeper things that, you know, that's going on in the background of politics, but I've never really delved into them. And it has a lot to do with, you know, my religious beliefs. And nothing's going to be right. So why, you know, I do believe that people should get out and vote. We have those rights in our country and everything, and we should do these things, and we should say when things are bad, and we should have those rights. Okay, I believe all of that. However, I don't believe that any of it is going to get better, you know, for the majority of the people. It'll work for some people, but it'll never work for the majority of the people. So it'll always be a Z minus, and that goes from, you know, the first person that I ever voted for to the last person I voted for.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Hey man, my boy, Dr. Johnny. That was said perfectly. My boy died today, man.
Ooh.
Dr. Johnny Fever from WKRP in Cincinnati. He was 81 today. Yes, Howard Hessman, who played Dr. Johnny Fever on WKRP in Cincinnati. He died yesterday evening, from complications related to colon surgery. He was 81 years old.
Wow.
And he played Dr. Johnny Fever on WKRP in Cincinnati, man. If you ever watched that show, that was one of the shows we grew up on, you guys. Dr. Johnny Fever. WKRP in Cincinnati. I'm at WKRP in Cincinnati.
Oh, so that's why they won the game today.
Oh, hey man, you wrong as hell for that, man. How the hell you gonna just say they won it for Johnny Fever? Man, boy, you is wild.
Anything to get an edge, homie. You gotta get an edge, you know that.
Hey man, they just met they met before the game. They say, hey, we're gonna do this for Johnny Fever, man.
Man.
We're gonna shake it and do it, man, for Johnny Fever, man. Hey man, gotta ask you guys, did y'all see the Janet Jackson documentary? The Janet Jackson documentary. Y'all gotta check it out, man. They were talking about Janet love child and everything that she got out here and everything. They say the second night was not as good as the first night and everything. So we talked about I know they were talking about how she took a lot of flack about what's the name, about the Super Bowl incident with Justin Timberlake. But this was something I didn't know. So she was talking about the story. Janet's first two albums was out there, and Papa Joe produced them, and they flopped. Janet's first two albums flopped. So the hardest thing Janet said she had to do was fire Papa Joe. And then when she fired Papa Joe, that's when the Rhythm Nation one came out, and she eclipsed Michael in sales on that Rhythm Nation one.
Wow. Hey, any great businessman, that's a rule. If you can't fire your parents, you won't do what good in business.
Yeah, she canned them. Shay, you on mute. Shay was just talking.
Whoa! It was good too. But Control came out then Rhythm Nation, right? Because she wrote Control basically saying that she was taking control of her career, trying to get up from up under her father. That's like that video. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Man, then Rhythm Nation, and she took off with Rhythm Nation, boy.
But Dream Street is a bop. I'm sorry. I like that song. That was a cool song.
And wasn't Janet Jackson and Jermaine Dupri married?
No, they didn't get married. But I find I kind of asked the question too, like how you get how do you have Janet Jackson and you cheat on her? But I guess that just goes to show, right? So
it's that's what it is, man. We see and that's just like we as men, we see a lot of beautiful women out here and everything, and we like, oh man, dang man, how can he cheat on her? But one thing we got to realize, it's a man out here that got to deal with this same woman bullshit that we don't even see. We just see the beautifulness behind her and everything. It's more to it than just the surface level looks.
Right.
True, but it's not on her.
Huh?
It's not just like she's a bad woman. That's kind of not cool to say, But it's on both sides. Both of them got issues.
We don't know what type of woman she is behind closed doors.
We don't know what type of man he is behind closed doors.
Right. He could be a womanizer. He could be this, that, and the third, but she can be a whole different she can be a whole different animal behind them doors.
And he can too, but he made the choice to cheat. She didn't cheat on him that we know of. Yeah. And far as I've heard, she did all the things. She was strawberry behind closed doors. And it still wasn't enough.
Man.
She was what behind closed doors?
Her nickname is Strawberry. Behind closed doors. That's her quote freaky side.
Hey, but you know what they say? Everybody knows Strawberry is the neighborhood hoe. Hey, that's what it is. Hey, that's what cute. Hey, that's what that's what they said. Everybody knows Strawberry.
Man.
Well, she could have been Strawberry trying to keep him from, wandering around. So, and maybe she had to be Strawberry, but he was the one that went out, far as we know. But we don't know what happened behind closed doors.
Yeah. And see, that's the thing. We never know what actually happened behind closed doors.
Even with that, your marriage vows say through sickness and health, cheating is a sickness. You still
they didn't get married though.
What? What was that? Words of wisdom?
I said that your marriage vows say through sickness and health, cheating is a sickness. You still supposed to work through that.
I am going to put myself on mute now.
Why you gonna put yourself?
Go ahead, Dre.
Is it not an illness? Is it not? You can't look at sickness.
Cheating is not an illness. Cheating is a decision that you make.
Not if you some people realize that some people are addicted to sex. It's an addiction. So that means it's an illness.
Okay. Hey, KD, what you think? You think cheating is a sickness, or what you think about cheating? You think it's an illness?
I'm not in a position to judge anyone, man. I mean, we could turn around and say all our ancestors, because let's be honest, I believe our culture came from one of polygamy. So, and people that look like us. So that means we passing judgment on the thousands and thousands and thousands of years of ancestors before us. So, we can't say, I can't pass judgment on anybody for anything in their situation, far be it from me.
I would think that if polygamy was an accepted part of the culture, then it's not cheating. When the expectation is monogamy, then it becomes cheating.
Right.
So, I got a question though. If women outnumbered, man, if women outnumbered, man, if in such a large number, how does every woman have their own husband and every wife, or how does every woman have their own husband, every man have their own wife? If they outnumber, if you all outnumber, it's 9-1, 10-1.
That's not necessarily the case when you start looking at lesbians. You got a lot of women that are willing to become lesbians to have a mate.
Well,
and then you got a lot of women out there who are asexual. I mean, it's a lot of things. It's things that you have to consider, and that I don't believe that there's someone for everyone either.
Right, I'm with you on that. Some people ain't designed to having a family that ain't for everybody. Everybody got a purpose and a job to do, and the family for everybody. Nah, it don't go like that.
Yeah,
I'm with you on
that. Man. Yeah, we will see.
Everybody, majority may want it, but unless you know your purpose here,
yeah,
you understand what I'm saying? I can speak for men on that. Every man ain't supposed to be making babies. It's not for all men to do. It's not for that. But that also attests to men supposed to also know what seeds they drop.
Yeah, you got to. We as men sometimes you got some men that devalue their seed and stuff, man, and that's not even really like, okay, they just shooting their seed everywhere, man. You got to have some value to your seed, man.
Yeah,
and you got brothers out here that don't value their seed, man.
It's the bloodline.
That's it,
man. So, because see, like me, I was in that boat, like wanting the son to make sure my bloodline continued from this generation. My younger brother dropped the son, so I can get out of that now. Job done.
The legacy will continue and everything.
Right.
Absolutely, man. Hey, man, Elon Musk offered a Florida teen $5,000 to delete a Twitter account tracking his jet. The teen said it wasn't enough. Jack Sweeney from Florida rejected a $5,000 offer from Elon Musk to delete his Twitter account that tracks the billionaire's private jet. Oh, man. Elon has over 150,000 followers and uses a bot that Sweeney developed to monitor Musk's flights. The feed then tweets out when and where the plane takes off or lands during the duration of each trip. Hey, man, $5,000, man. He was
that ain't no money to a billionaire.
Right. That's
man, you better cash me out, give me my meal ticket, and I'll turn it off.
That child was insulted, and I don't blame him.
Right. You tried to give me your toilet paper money. You was tripping.
Now, he said Sweeney countered asking for $50,000, say he could use the money for college and maybe Tesla. Tesla. Yep. So he countered with 50,000, man. You think something gonna end up happening to this young man?
Elon Musk would do well to hire that young man.
Mm-hmm.
He should.
I'm with you on that. Because if he was smart enough to do that, he's smart enough to make you another billion.
Oh yeah, if his knowledge is like that, you probably definitely want, and it's tracking your you tracking his private jet. Oh yeah, man, you definitely want this young man on your team, because if somebody has a beef against you, they can pay this young man, hey, I'll give you $1 million to tell me what Elon Musk is so we can take him out. I mean, anything can happen. Hey, and he's a college freshman, so he developed about a dozen other flight bots accounts that track the travels of high-profile tech titans, including Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos. So this cat he ain't new to it. He didn't track the flight bots that tracks Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos.
Right.
So I think it's a little you getting into a little bit more tricky water now.
Right, but since they're tracking us, what makes you think you get to just fly around and not be seen and nobody know where you at?
Right.
Right. When 9/11 happened, they were giving like moment by moment details of where the president was. So why is this kind of a surprise?
I you know what? I just thought it was amazing. I'm like, this little dude, he tracking everybody. I say, hey, he going after the money, man. But he tracked Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos along with Elon Musk. You talking about 3 of probably the most 10 powerful people in the world.
Right.
Well, that is an achievement. Not to take from him the achievement of doing that.
Right. I would the riches. I wouldn't call them the most some of the most powerful.
Oh yeah, you can say 3 of the richest.
I mean, money don't give you power.
Right. But man, that's crazy though. That's really, really crazy, man. Gotta ask y'all this question, man. We all before we got off into our relationships and our dating and everything like that, what would you say was the wildest or weirdest or craziest date you've been on before you got with your spouse or your significant other? What was just not you don't even got to be getting with nobody. What was the craziest date you guys ever been on? The craziest, wildest date you have been on?
It's the I love you date for me. How you just meet me for the first time and I love you. You don't know me. Don't do that.
Are you serious?
Yeah, very. So we met up, went to this restaurant, having a conversation, whatever. And maybe it's because he was a different nationality. Well, not nationality. He was a different culture. Maybe this is common in his culture. He's African and whatnot, but he was like, I love you. I want to be with you, or whatnot. And I'm like, I'm not going to say that to you. It's way too soon to be busting out, I love you. So I ended it right there. You're not going to be telling me, no, I don't play with people's feelings. And if he genuinely thought that he felt that way, which, okay, then I'm not going to take the chance to be toying with his emotions. So I stopped it right there because I don't feel the same. I don't know, you do.
Shay, you better than me. Because when they give me that one, I'll be like, yeah, I love you too. If you play with mine, I'm gonna play right back with yours.
I'm gonna give it right back to you. What you
give it right back to you. You throw a limit at me, I'm gonna freeze it and throw it back.
Nope, I don't have time for those situations. Nope.
So is it safe to say that was y'all last date?
That was exactly that, the last date. Because I've been in that situation where somebody told me they loved me. We had with this person, we had dated a couple of months, and he said it, but I didn't feel the same. I was at a total different place. And I explained that to him. And then it became a huge, huge problem to where like we broke up, but we still cared about each other. Excuse me, I'm sorry. But let me get some water real quick. I'm sorry.
What I'll say about them situations though,
yeah,
not all men, but some men know what direction they want to go in.
They do.
Man, and it don't take dating, 2-3 years, none of that. Dating is a waste of time. That's when people are wasting your time.
That's it. You know which route you want to go. You know, if you meet a woman, you know, hey, I want to spend the rest of my life with this chick, man. Hey, you know.
Or you like, I'm willing to. Well, there's a will, there's a way.
You don't want to waste your time. And that's the thing. You don't want to waste your time. Time is the most valuable thing we possess. Straight A, what about you?
I'm sitting here trying to think. I think I have a case of selective amnesia.
I ain't never had no bad. I loved all my dates.
No, I have not loved all of my days, but I don't have a situation that was particularly, weird or anything like that. I know that I've had some situations where I was like, oh, okay, well, this is the last time you and I will be going anywhere. So,
oh wow.
I've had a couple of those type situations, but nothing just, crazy or, outlandish or nothing like that.
Oh wow. What about you, KD? Did you have any weird dates in your history, man? Hey man, you there? Oh, damn, brother, you in the sunken place or something? You all right, brother? You all right? Blink once if you're okay. What about you, Words? We'll come back to him.
Well, I did. And mine was a trip I took to Jamaica. The weirdness did not come from the date I took, but from the people that went with me.
Right.
To where so many things were said. You know how loose lips sink ships.
Yes, sir.
To where I knew I was going to lose her by the lies that was coming out of others' mouths.
Oh, wow.
One of those situations. So, needless to say, as a man with that provide and protect gene, you got to understand that it's about really seeing things before they happen. It's not really a physical aspect. So I knew by the things that they were lying about that she would eventually test me on it. And once you test me on it, and I know you're going to get an F right there because you went that way and you shouldn't have, it was going to be a wrap.
You go in shutdown mode.
Yeah, I'm going to go right in shutdown mode. Because now you listening to an outside force, and no way I can bring you into my home or into my world knowing you'll listen to somebody else before you listen to me. So that was kind of depressing because I ended a 30-year friendship, a friendship I've been having more than 30 years.
Dang.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because it's something they said to this person?
Yeah. How do you walk up to somebody and tell them something like, I know all his dirty secrets?
Damn, wow. You can't say that, man. And this somebody close to you too, huh?
Somebody I'm holding real close. You understand what I'm saying? And it was a few more little jokes that were said and things like that. And, you can pull a person to the side and you can tell them 1 or 2 times, like, hey, you need to be quiet. And, it boiled down to jealousy, though. He was jealous because, like, when we went, the trip to go was $3,200 to go. But you can bump up to first class for $500 more.
Right.
I bumped up to first. Nobody else in the party did. And they held that against me.
Wow.
And it's like I told them, if you ain't got 42, you sure didn't have 38, and you shouldn't be here with me.
Right. And speaking of that, I'm gonna jump back on that in a second too, man. What about you, KD? You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, man. Bad date, man. What was your bad encounter? Bad date.
Oh man.
Oh shit.
Yeah, that was a
motherfucker. When the motherfucker start off, oh man, you like, oh shit, here it come.
Hey, I'm gonna plead the fifth right now. I got my significant other sitting here. Everybody got a pass.
Hey man, Shout out to Tiff to my Lou, man. Tell her she ain't been on the show in so damn long. We don't even know how she look no more. I'll be damned. Tiff to my Lou need to come back into the gig. Hey man, I had a bad one. Have I ever had a bad one? I don't think I had no bad one. I ain't really took nobody out to no dates. Shoot, man. I mean, I cannot recall having a bad encounter when I purchased. Oh man, when I went and purchased this little chick. This was back in the day, man, and there was a little spot called Meat Shines, man. I purchased a little shorty a drink and stuff, man, and she was at the table with her girls, and next thing you know, man, she just all her girls at the table was ordering drinks, and then the little barmaid came over there. She said, "You want the bill now?" I said, "What bill?" I said, "It was just for one drink." She said, "Nah, all of them said you got the drink." I said, "Yeah. Tell them I got it. Tell them to give it. Tell them to keep on. I'll pay the tab at the end of the night." The barmaid said, "All right." He said, "Just go and give what y'all keep wanting, so he'll take care of it at the end of the night." So I ended up sliding up out the gig and stuff. I ended up sliding up out the gig.
That's why you my homeboy right there.
And them motherfuckers pay for their own shit, man. Bitch, hey, I bought you a drink. This wasn't no community service drink. Right. Hey, I bought you a drink, man. Period.
Now, in that instance, I can agree with that because that was cold blood, you know.
Right. And then and this is the kicker though, after I bought her a drink, some old tall Montel Jordan looking motherfucker came over there and was just chit-chatting and laughing in her face and stuff. But she the one that invited me out to the little spot and stuff.
Oh wow!
I said, "Oh yeah, I got you, bitch. Got you, bitch. I got you." What you say?
Bad dates. I mean, I guess I gotta say I was a fool on one. I had some bad intel from a close relative of mine, my brother, and man, I spent all night out with this girl. Man, we went to all of the scenic places, and I had some bad information. And I tell you what, I wasted my time that whole night when I could have closed the deal real quick. Bad information was working off of me.
No. You hey, don't blame it on your brother and the bad information and stuff. You just supposed to go for the jugular. And I don't, and I think I may know your brother and stuff. Good handsome dude, man. I know that dude, man. I know him. Hey, man, you supposed to have that killer instinct and close the deal, man. I'm sorry. Y'all was there all night, man. Y'all done went to a couple of spots and stuff, chilled out and kicked it. Hey, man, you should have went for the throat. You was out to 5 in the morning. You should have went for the throat. I'm sorry. That was on you. I can't take no response. I can't. Your brother can't take no. Whoever your brother is, he can't take no responsibility for that. Hey, so next question I gotta ask y'all. Y'all is not married. Just say if y'all wasn't married, and y'all invite a person or bring a +1 to a trip to like Jamaica, Aruba, the Dominican Republic. Is the expectations to take that person to Pound Town? Yes or no?
Take them to Space Mountain, baby.
Hey, is the expectation to take them to Pound Town?
Only if you already pounded. If you take somebody and you ain't pounded and you don't get to pound, then that's on you because you knew what you had before you took them on that vacation. Don't take nobody that you're not having sex with on a vacation because you're not on the same page. Take somebody you already smashing, as they say, on that vacation if that's what you're expecting.
Right, if that's what you expected. Like in my personal situation, like if I'm going somewhere anyway and I'm told bring somebody, I might bring the best pick that I'm not even smashing, that I want to get next to.
Right. So
you understand what I'm saying? So I might take the the best one available.
So just say you take the best one available, and your intentions is to take it to Pound Town, but y'all get down there, y'all got one bedroom, one room, and everything. And she asked you, she said, "Hey, can you sleep on the couch?" What do you do in that situation?
Hell no, you better move over, better grow up and move over.
What about you, Dre Day? What'd you say? Grow up and move over, huh? Word.
Man, you better move over.
So, all this being said, my cousin is getting married in Cabo in July. And I can bring a plus one.
Okay.
And you better believe that whoever is my plus one is getting smashed out while I'm in Cabo.
That's what I'm talking about, Dre Day.
But to your point with words, okay? All that should be discussed before you ever go to the airport to leave your city. Okay, it should not be a situation where you get to your destination and me as a woman is looking at a guy and like, hey, can you sleep on the couch? No, we talked about this back in Dallas. Okay, right. You gonna sleep on the couch, I'm gonna sleep in the bed, or I'm gonna sleep on the couch, you can sleep in the bed, or I'm going to get there and get my own room. You know, that all that should be discussed way before you ever get to the airport. So I don't understand that whole, from a woman's perspective, I don't understand getting down there and then being like, oh, I didn't realize that that's what you wanted from me on this trip. We are in a whole nother country.
Right.
Of course.
Exotic country on
right.
top of that.
You know, and I'm not saying that that's the right thought process to have ever, but as a woman, you should assume that that's the thought process that's
the thought
going on. Right. So, and especially if they paying for the whole trip.
Yep.
Listen, let me stop you, brother. Just tell me what resort we staying at. I will get my own room. We can fly down there together, and then we can have a great time. You know, if it's not that kind of relationship, that way there's no confusion between the two of us.
Exactly.
I like how you said you go pound them out, boy. That is the funniest 100%. Shit I heard.
100%.
You say pound them out, huh?
But that's her statement. That's ahead of time understanding. Don't wait till you get all the way down there.
Is that her disclaimer?
That is her disclaimer.
It's already understood.
Right.
Well, right. Hey, you know, they say what's understood don't have to be explained.
Exactly.
Right. When I went to Jamaica, as soon as we walked in the room and looked around and looked out and saw the ocean, old girl said, I can get pregnant on this trip. And I ain't even having sex now.
You didn't have sex?
Fuck no, because you wanted to get pregnant. I ain't got time to go through 18 years of child support again.
Damn.
No. The answer is no. The answer became no, strictly because of saying, oh, I can get pregnant on this trip.
She'd have just turned you off, did she?
Man, I started hearing Charlie Brown. I started hearing Charlie Brown in my ear. Wah, 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 wah. Hey, for real.
But isn't that just couldn't have just been a saying? Like, what if she really wanted to smash?
No, when the woman says that, she means that.
No.
Sir, no, we don't.
No,
no, we do not.
That is just a saying. That's just you know, we about to smash. That's another way of kind of saying, oh, we about to smash. I could give, you know what I'm saying? That's a saying. It's not an actual thing that we trying to get pregnant.
Man, look, at that time, I had just got done paying for my child support over $160,000. And then that came out. Oh no, I'm not going in them waters.
You no way.
I mean, right. I understand why you didn't. I get it. I get it.
Because first of all, when we went, we never discussed it. It was just date amongst friends. Her be my plus one. Right. It was that. We wasn't even going over there on that.
But prior to her saying that, would you have smashed?
If the situation would have presented itself properly, yes. But see, I'm not a man that think with my third brain. I don't think with that one. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm looking at my future. I never look at what's right in front of me. Why? Because what's right in front of me is what I've already dealt to and I already have. I'm looking at what's going to be going on 5, 10 years from now.
Hey man, you ain't lying. It's a chess move, words. And you said it's a chess move. But man, I gotta ask y'all this, man. These for men, these for the brothers and the 2 ladies on here. How many times? I'm gonna tell you, I gotta ask y'all this, man. How many times when you was with a person and stuff, and you thinking it's finna go down, how many times have y'all heard a woman use a lame ass excuse? I'm on my period. And ladies, for y'all, how many times have y'all said that one line to a man to deter him from trying to go a step further? Somebody you didn't want to have intercourse with, man. How many times have you? Because I know for a fact, I know a lot of women that probably threw that line. I mean, if you're a man, you got hit with that line. I'm on my period. I'm on my period. And how many times have a woman actually said, I'm on my period? I'm on my period.
Honestly, that don't stop some dudes. Let's just be real clear.
And it don't stop some women.
It don't.
Whoa.
It still goes down with the red light special. So that don't stop everybody.
Yeah, I had an old head cousin. He said if I can walk through mud, I can fuck through blood.
There it is.
There you go.
That's what he said. But have y'all ever, ladies, have y'all ever told a man that?
If I didn't want to go on, like if we were supposed to go on a date and I didn't really want to go, then I would use that as an excuse. I got cramps. I can't go.
Have you ever used it as an excuse in all your years of living?
Yeah, I got cramps. I haven't said like period. I got cramps. Yeah, I'm not going. So something like that, yeah. But I've had sex during period time. So yeah, it don't stop the show.
Man. I heard that. What about you, Dre?
No, I generally just tell them now that you ain't what I want to do today. So
wait a minute. Damn.
That's what I'm talking about, Dre. They keep that 1,000. Teach the rest of them to do it that way too.
You say, Dre, keep it a thou wow.
Now y'all say, keep it 1,000, keep it 1,000, woo woo. But here
y'all can't always handle the 1,000.
A lot of guys can't handle that whole 1,000.
Nope. Y'all like the soft pitch.
And especially guys now. I don't know what's going on with guys now, but a lot of them are soft and they can't take rejection well
at all.
So it's like
they be snapping out. That's why they snap out.
I get it. Somebody is out there using that as an excuse for a guy that they just really don't like, because as women we've been socialized to be accommodating, and so the way to get out of that accommodation is to say, oh, okay, well, yeah, I got this going on or whatever.
And I will say that I said it in my younger days. I wouldn't say it now, because now I'd just be like, I don't have time. No, I don't want to do it. So it depends. It may also depend on age.
Yeah. But I think even in my younger days, I was just like, nah, not you. Yeah.
Damn. Hey, what about you, KD? Have a chick ever told you she was on her period just so she could go there?
Man, I think it happened. I was probably about 24, and the lady was about 29 at the time, man. And I tried to close the deal so hard, man. I tried my best, but I honestly believe she was.
You know damn well she was. You know damn well she wasn't on that period. See niggas like you give her the benefit of the doubt and shit, man. You know damn well she wasn't on that damn period, man. He want to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Well, I'll say this much, man. Either some ladies will say the thing like they don't want to be intimate like the first, second date, because they don't want men's perception of them to be one way or another. And for some strange reason, I think a lot of women think that way. But in actuality, my opinion ain't gonna change about you day 2 or day 4. You know,
Man, you heard me? Hey, I'm with you on that, KD. Because
Hey,
if I
man.
call you a hoe out the door, then it don't matter if you make me wait 6 months to a year. You still
Exactly.
gonna be
You still gonna be
if
that
I
hoe,
call you a woman out the door, you can give it to me on that first night, and you still
Right.
gonna be a woman.
That's
Exactly.
it. That's it, man. It should be no time restraints. If you feel the connection and stuff, man. Hey, and both of y'all feel that sexual chemistry building, man. Hey, man, we all adults here, man. We need to go for it and everything, man.
I mean, what are we doing? If we dating, then that is the ultimate goal.
Yep.
That's the ultimate goal.
You ain't lying, man. I remember I never forget it, man. I was with a little chick, man. I say, what's up? She was telling me, she say, I'm on my period. I said, okay, all right. I said, she said, what you finna do? I said, I'm finna go to the crib. So I peeled out and then I circled back around. And as soon as I circled back around, it was some other cat sliding up to her crib, man. I said, this dirty bitch. This dirty, this dirty bitch. I said, no, she did.
Theodore Robert Bundy on line 2.
What you say?
Theodore Robert Bundy on line 2.
Boy, I wanted to knock on that bitch door so bad. I'd be like, oh, that's what we doing now. But I held back, man. I ain't go there. I definitely didn't go there, man. I sure was pissed though, man. I was like, oh man. Oh man.
So what did you say to her? Did you break it off? What did you do?
What you say? No, my dumb ass just I ate that.
He waited his turn in line.
I waited my turn. He ain't lying. Hey, I was probably like around 19. Hey, I just waited my turn in line. 19. Hey, you had that on the smash list? It is.
Now, was she your girl or was she a random?
Hey man, she wasn't my gal or nothing. She James Gipe, what's up, brother? She wasn't a random or anything, man. She was just, she was just good peoples and stuff, man. Good peoples, and we had a little connection that I wanted to, just bang out real quick. It was gonna be a one and done anyway.
I ain't talking about what's her name is. I ain't gonna say her name, but we used to hang out at your house all the time.
We ain't talking about her. I know you talking about though. No, we ain't talking about her.
Lord have mercy.
We ain't talking about her.
But see, with this conversation, this is why me as a man, because I have never gotten that one, but guess what I've never did? Went after something that I wanted. I've always accepted who wanted me.
Right.
If you accept who wants you, you never have to cross that bridge right there.
Exactly.
That's interesting.
So let that be a lesson, fellas. All the fellas listen. Don't go after what you want. Go after the one that wants you.
That's it, man.
So how does that go towards your personal satisfaction if you just going with somebody that wants you?
Because it's not for me.
Mm-hmm.
For me, my personal satisfaction is in knowing somebody wants me.
Okay. So if we all had that attitude, how would we know who wants who? Because we all would not, no one would ever approach anybody.
Well, basically, you can tell who wants you. If you're the eye contact, the signals a person is you. What I'm saying is you got to learn the psychology of life. Not you, but people need to learn the psychology of life. You can't get around the psychology of life even if you try.
No,
life is going to find a way.
It will.
And it's just like when you were younger in school, I knew the girls that liked me because they giggled a lot. They would laugh at stale jokes.
Right.
And that's where I'll shoot my shot. I'm not necessarily saying wait for her to approach me. Know where to shoot your shot. Know what's a good shot and know what's a bad shot.
Yeah. But so, I think sometimes, like when we was younger and stuff, man, I think a lot of times when we was younger, I'm talking about like middle school, high school, a lot of times you got guys that go for the low hanging fruit. And we like, okay, this is a safe one. This was something that'd be cool and everything. And it is what it is. But then as you get older, your standards progress a whole lot more and everything. Because you'd be surprised how many just beautiful girls that just be sitting out there, guys scared to approach them and talk to them and holler at them and stuff. But then you get this ugly, you get this brother that's concrete, hey man, as black as all outdoors, man.
Whoa. That's how I like him.
No, I'm just saying, I'm saying you get the ugly brother out the group. You're in the group, it's a group of decent brothers, but then everybody said, man, I don't want to go over there and holler at her, man. She might turn me down, shoot me down. But you get that ugly motherfucker, that ugly dude that walk over there and shoot his shot, and then he end up
go in.
He end up getting this fine motherfucker. Everybody be like, how the hell this nigga pull this off?
Right.
But that's how it is though, man. You sit back and like Cube say, sometimes I used to wonder how the hell an ugly dude get a fine girl number. Hey, that's what you gotta sit back and trip off of, man.
Yeah.
Hey,
and
man.
it ain't always about him paying. I mean, when once you learn about the facts of life and how nature actually works, when you connected to something, man, you couldn't say no if you tried. You couldn't say no if you tried.
You can't. You can't at all, man.
Because I've had some that I knew wasn't no good for me, but I just couldn't say no to them if I tried.
Yep. You know, you like, man, I know this bitch ain't good for me, man, but it's something about her.
That's the nature.
It is something about her that just does it. Hey, man. Hey, man. Great show tonight, man. Great show. Finna post a video later on this evening about recorded video from last week, man. We will be recording and putting another video later on this week. But man, we had a great dialogue today with our crew members and everything. And it is what it is, man. We had us a great time, man. And we're gonna check y'all out. We want y'all to check us out. Like, share, subscribe. Share it. Just share with us. And it is what it is, man. We here at the crew, thank y'all for just tuning in, sharing our videos with us and everything. So with that being said, we finna slide on out of here. Y'all got any parting words to say to them, crew?
One of these days we're gonna play this game. This game is gonna be old and ancient and falling apart. We ain't gonna have no internet for it no more.
And we're gonna play that game one damn day, man. Shay is gonna kick
me
our
going
ass.
through the process of making this game and don't get to play it. I am offended.
Get him.
You hear me, Shay?
No.
Did you hear just talking to you?
I heard, yeah, that's playing.
We out of here, y'all.
Let's talk.
Yeah.
Man.